Hello everyone. Let's continue with this DP 200 201 certification path. And we are in the previous video we discussed storage account Cosmos DB. So this is the second video in continuation with that. So in this session, we'll be talking about the global distributions and the consistency level of the Cosmos DB. So let's begin with what exactly is the global distributions. As we discussed that the Azure Cosmos DB is a globally distributed database service, and that has been designed for the high availability, low latency, elastic scalability of the throughput that we can increase or decrease the throughput, data consistency. It provides a different levels of the data consistency as well, and since it's the globally distributed database service, so you can uh, create this, or you can configure the Cosmos DB which can spread across the multiple regions to maintain the high availability and also maintain the business continuity. Another uses for this is why do we need to have the global distributions, like uh, since you have the applications, if you have the applications which is available across the globe, in that case you would want your data to be very pretty close to your actual users. So you would not want the person who's sitting in the US should be accessing the database which is configured in the Australia regions or some other region. So you would want the data to be available pretty close to the user. So this is how the global distributions of the Cosmos DB works for it. So let's take a look. This is the diagram that I have taken from Azure document itself. So this is the global distribution, and it's highly available architecture as well. So you see that your application is across the world, and you have the Cosmos DB configured in the West US, North Europe, and Southeast Asia. Now, since these are the three, the globally distributed data base available across these three regions, the data has to be replicated among themselves. So the West US, North Europe, and Southeast Asia, all the three databases that you have created for the Azure, they should be in a sync. There should not be any kind of data inconsistency. This is the another topic for the data consistency, which is the next one. We'll talk about why this consistency is required and what is the different level of consistency which is available for the Azure Cosmos DB. So when we talk about the Cosmos DB consistency, if you know for any type of distributed database, there are the three important parameters which is being considered. One is the availability, that it should be available, so it should be high available, and it should be low latency, and the throughput. So these are the three important parameters which is important for the distributed database. So what happens in case of the generally distributed database, it offers only two levels, two extreme levels of consistency. One is the strong consistency level, and one is the eventual consistency. So strong consistency is the higher price for write latency and reduce availability during failure, but easy to program. That means, what is the strong consistency? Let's suppose we have we have database which is having replica across three different levels. So what will happen if you're writing? Let me um, draw it, you know, in the sketchboard. So let me get rid of everything first. So let's see, we have created a database of three different locations, right? So we have the three replica for the Cosmos DB. So if there are more users which is writing and reading for this, so whatever you are writing over here, that should traverse through all the two other regions. So in that case, what will happen if there is any inconsistency? It will create a trouble. So in case of the strong, if you're talking about the strong consistency, the moment with this is written here, unless or until it gets replicated to all the three replicas, it will not be available for the read purpose. So that means in any case, you will be able, you will be reading what you have written, and that will be available for all the replicas. So in that case, of course, as it says there, it's a read strong higher price for the write latency, because unless or until all the replicas are in the sync, it will not be available for the read. So it's a high price for the write latency and reduced availability, because the moment there is failures happens, it will not be available anymore, right? So another is the eventual consistency. Offers higher availability and better performance, because it just like once you have written, you are not worried about whether it has replica has been updated or not. So it will be available those who has written, but it's quite possible that whatever you have written, you it may not be available instantly for you. It may be available after some period of time. This is how the eventual consistency is all about. So why this consistency level matters a lot? Since globally distributed database replicates the data anywhere in the world to enable the applications to operate on a copy of the data that's close to its user. If you take a look in this diagram itself, we have the three replicas. So what happens uh, if you're writing anything over here, it will be moving to other replicas, then only it will be available for the read. So this is why the consistency level matters, because you may want in certain scenario, you may want that unless or until all the replicas are updated, it should not be available for the any action or any read activity. But in some of the scenario, you may want that whatever I have written, I don't care whether it's available after 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and in whatever the sequence, it doesn't really matters to you. So we'll take a look what all consistency levels is available for this Cosmos DB. So if you take a look, the consistency levels for this is the strong consistency level. Let me go to that slide. So there are the five well-defined consistency level: strong, bounded staleness, session, consistent prefix, and eventual. If we talk about the strong, read are guaranteed to return most updated version of the data. Client never sees an uncommitted or the partial write. As I mentioned that unless or until it has replicated to all the replicas, it will not be available for the read. But yes, all the replicas will see only updated version of the write, because it will be available only when all the commits has happened. So this is why its write is pretty expensive for this. So if you take a look here, is like it's just, if you check the red one, everything is available for read replicas once it is completely committed. Right. So let's talk about the bounded stillness. Read might lag behind. In this case, what happens? Read might lag behind right at most K versions. What we can do in this bounded stillness configuration, we can do the configuration in two way. That means we we may want some read replica to lag behind some, let's suppose five updates or 10 updated versions, or maximum some 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or some period of time we can mention it. So in this case, if we expect low write latency but requires total global order guaranteed, in this case the global order is guaranteed. So if we are writing ABC, the same, it will be available in the same sequence. Bounded stillness is great for applications featuring group collaborations and sharing, stock tickers, publish, subscribe queuing. e-commerce shopping cart, etc. Because this is where, if you're talking about the messaging system or the queuing system, uh, you know this order matters a lot. The masses in which it is reaching into the queuing system, it should be available in that format, or in that sequence only. It's not like that there is a jumbling in it's in ordering. So the if you want to maintain the low write latency and also total global order, then you should go ahead with the bounded staleness option. Session session, this is the default consistency level. So for the exam also, you should remember that this is the default consistency level. Always read what you have written. So within a sessions, when a users have written something, it should be available for the read. Order is being maintained. Application user is social media review comments, whatever you are doing. So this is how the uh, mm, session consistency level works for it. And there is a consistent prefix. It guarantees that read never see out of order writes. If writes were performed in the order ABC, then a client says A, AB, or ABC, but never out of order permutations like this one. So this is the another consistency, uh, consistency levels. It provides write latency, availability, and read throughput comparable to that of eventual consistency, but also provides the order guarantee. So we'll take a look what is the eventual consistency. So basically it depends from uses where you can go ahead with the the session consistency, or the consistent prefix, eventual, or the strong consistency. So you should be knowing that. Okay, let's talk about the consistency level, which is the eventual weakest form of the consistency, because the client may read the value that are older than the one it had read before. So it is quite possible that whatever the client is reading, because once something is written, it takes time. There is no guarantee that it will be available instantly to the read replicas. So it's quite possible that the client may read the value that is older than what he had already read before. No ordering guarantee for the reads. There is no ordering. Data is available when it is available. That means you cannot say that it will be available instantly. So this is whenever a read replica is updated as per the availability, it will be available to the user for the read. So lowest cost for read operations. This is definitely the having the lowest cost for the read operations. So this is used where if you have some recommendation in engine, or if you want to do some kind of analysis on the tweets or retweets, likes, and the comments and all that. Whereas this order doesn't needs to it doesn't matter at all. uh, in that case you should be using this consistency levels. And also whereas uh, we are not bothered about whether uh, if you have written something, it should be available to all the read replicas. There should not be any um, you know discontinuations in reading. So this is a perfect choice for the consistency levels for this in such type of scenarios. So this is all about the consistency levels. We'll take a look when we would be doing this the practical sessions to take a look at what all consistency levels are there. In in the next sessions, I'll be talking about the high availability, how you can create the high available the Cosmos DB across the region. So we'll take a look in that sessions. So in the last, I would request everyone to just please subscribe to my channels to so that I should be able to, you know, you should be able to get new videos that I'll be uploading on different the Azure services, which is part of the data engineer DP 200 and 201. So thank you very much. Thanks for time.